Hello, welcome to the Deadliest War. Today we're going to be finding out some bugs and glitches that's been going on with the game and provide alternative fixes to it and newest patches so we can keep this game running for future players and making it playable for all different players as well. Alright, so Jeremy here is going to be explaining all the different kind of glitches and mishappenings that have been happening within the map so far. Jeremy, if you would.
Alright, so an important thing to note is that in the build I was working on, it was, I flipped everything to basically where the whole layout was mirrored, as well as now the project is going to be flat, so the game's going to be flat rather than multiple tiered, so most of these don't apply to what we're going to be changing anyway. All of the bugs were high in severity, and they were all function types. So I found 8 bugs while I was messing with it on Friday, and so the first bug I found was that Afri would get stuck in between the second, he'd get stuck in the second hut on the first hill, because
First hill?
when it was mirrored, what would happen is, so like, this hill was on the opposite side essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you'd be on the ground floor, the first hut.
Right here?
The first hut on the very beginning floor.
Okay.
And so when you jump, you would happen to jump through the ground into a hut, trying to get it onto the second hut. And so that was,
okay.
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Well, you can't jump down through here either, so...
Yeah, okay, so skipping ahead to that, on the 6th bug I found, I don't know if it was the desktop or the build I was running, but the S key was not allowing Afri to jump down, and I mean I was trying that everywhere.
Okay, I see what you mean. He can jump.
Yeah.
From here he can. He can. Yeah. From here he can get pretty stuck in here.
Yep.
This is what you're talking
exactly.
about. Boxed in.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that! Oh goodness.
Just sliding, yeah. So the second one I found. After we get stuck in between huts 3 and 4 on the ground because there wasn't a platform or obstacle to help him get up to that hut, so you just kind of be stuck in between both huts. Third bug, I guess you could call it a bug. Afri has some crazy jumping skills.
Yeah, as you can.
As a kid his age, he's able to essentially clear an entire hut in one jump without assistance of any objects.
As you can see, these parkour skills are...
Yeah. He's got some springs in his legs. The 4th bug, Afri could not get past the first hut on the first hill because the way I laid out the huts on the first hut on the first hill and the second hill, I essentially boxed him in, which I didn't see that while I was replacing everything.
And this is on the newest white box, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which doesn't matter anymore because we're changing it all.
Yeah, everything is going to be basically mirrored. So this little slanted hill you see here will be actually flipped the opposite way.
Yep.
Because it's too easy for the player to jump from, say, from here.
So it's not really platforming.
Yeah, it's not really platforming. It's basically just, let's just get right through the game. No,
I mean, you may as well start on that hill. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. The 5th bug I found, so it was really weird. The right side of the huts you were able to scale without assistance. So, like, if you would try to jump from the left side while standing right on the wall, you wouldn't be able to make it. But if you were on the right side, for some reason he was able to make it. I don't know why, but could have been because you guys programmed it that way, just in case you got stuck or something, so you could backtrack and retry a jump. Okay, so the 7th bug I found, if you kind of, so start walking left. Alright, now hold right. Well, yep, see, he starts walking slowly if you press the opposite direction while going in, So if you just start walking left and then hold right while continuously going left, he'll walk even slower.
Really?
Yeah. Or at least, maybe it was only in that build or something, I don't know. But yeah, and then it seemed like it got exponentially slower the more you would reverse the direction.
Oh, I see. Like he slows down like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a necessary bug, to be honest. Like maybe if say if you're running and like maybe in a place where you're like running away from something and I mean like see that wouldn't be a problem because we have the shift and run option. So that I wouldn't say is a bug necessarily. Unless there's some kind of mechanic in the game where you have to move extremely slow.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, it
I
could be
don't know.
useful for like requiring a precision jump, so you don't like walk off the edge while trying to jump. And then the last one I found was after he would hit his head on the skybox. So if you went all the way to the top, I'm pretty
Right.
sure
Yeah,
it should be able to do on
Yeah,
this.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd stand on top of a hut and then jump, and you just hit your head on the skybox.
It is doing it right now.
Yeah. Also, without just in general, I noticed that if you kind of like spam forward, backwards while midair, at least visually, it seems like he gets more height than usual.
What's weird, what I noticed is that you wouldn't have to, like, one thing we do need to fix is that we can't make it so when we sprint, he's not supposed to just leap and then climb up the edge like that. There has to be like a certain height that he can jump, because he jumps. I mean, I guess that'd be a decent height from the jump, but if he's jumping like this and he slides up over the wall, there's kind of like no platforming to be getting. That he can just do that to like everything.
Like parkour, not platform, kind of.
I mean, like he can't do it to this wall just because it's properly raised up. It's a lot higher than this one.
Yeah.
So if we keep everything nice and leveled, we won't have to deal with that.
I also noticed that, so like, if you were facing the wall and you were like walking up against it and then you jumped, you wouldn't be able to make it. But like, let's say, you go back there, and then walk up against it, look the other way. And so what would happen is I would jump, and then right when his butt would clear the roof, I would turn directions, and it would bring his feet up to the roof, so he'd essentially scale it in one jump. So like if you were looking forwards, he wouldn't be able to make it because his knees are lower than his butt.
Right.
But because you were facing backwards, his butt would clear, and then you turn around, and it would just bring his feet up to where his butt was, essentially. And so he'd be able to clear it like that. But that's pretty much it.
All right.
From what I found.
Potential bugs with permanent fixes. This is basically what we have so far, and we're going to be getting right on these errors. So, yep.